Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of the No ID podcast. This is season 5. We're 40 episodes in, 40 episodes plus. I have decided to tap into different avenue because No ID is all about shock value. You've seen this model on Instagram, you've seen her on Twitter, you've seen her on OnlyFans. I have the one and only, was a hot toes,
Hot.
hot toes. Foot fetish. I have she's a foot fetish model, if you guys can't tell. Came across a page about a year and a half ago. Of course, with Instagram, it is a downward spiral. So I have one friend that does it, and then she was a suggested friend, and I've just been following her page ever since. Say something to the people.
Hey y'all, how you doing?
All right. So let's go ahead and go start. How did you get into this industry? How did you get the modeling feet? Like, just go ahead and start off.
It's so funny because I love to tell the story. A lot of people don't know that I knew about foot modeling before, like it was like real popular on Instagram. I ended up meeting my photographer, and a lot of people know the photographer I'm talking about. It was on a Plenty of Fish.
Okay.
And I think he was promoting like that he does photographs. And so I was like, I would love to do that, And so he was like, well, show me your feet. And I showed him, my feet. And he was like, well, let's do a shoot. And we did a shoot. And if you look on my page right now, actually the first photograph that you probably will see will be my first photograph that I took on Instagram. And that's how I started.
Has it been like, I heard it's been profitable. I've known some that have been doing it for a while that's actually like quit their jobs, and especially with now the OnlyFans and the clips for sale and the mini vids. Has it been like a profitable
it is
avenue
very yeah, it's profitable for both men and women, but mostly women. But men can profit off of, like, if they find models and the models don't mind them using pictures or content. Like when I do sessions, that's in-person sessions. When I do that, if they want to record, like for example, foot jobs, or just me in general, they can sell the content on their page or OnlyFans or whatever.
So it's like a collaboration, just like us comedians.
Yeah, it's like content for content,
Okay, I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Baltimore, and I've lived in several different places, but I'm originally from Baltimore. I'm in Baltimore now.
Has the foot industry affected like your dating life? Have you ever had like a man like just like, I know I've seen lives, I've seen your lives. I've seen it where people get a little weird in the comments. Hey, do this, do that. I offer you this, and it's always in euro.
So, like, are you asking like if dating is affected?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not dating, so it's like if I was though, I can't date anybody like in the foot fetish because it's more like a business for me. So it's hard to like differentiate.
It would be, wouldn't it? So it'd be weird to have a man that has like an actual foot fetish.
Like, I don't mind a man having a foot fetish, but like it's hard to be about business, but also be about, just in general pleasure. But I'm not right now. I'm not looking. So it's basically business for me.
I'm sorry, I had to mimic you a little bit. So sorry. It's all good. Because, we just talking, so in other words, you're not looking. So my shot has been bricked. So I'm just playing.
Yeah, your shot has been
So what goes into the process of actually like these photo shoots and stuff like that? Is it like outfits, pedicures, or how does that usually work? If I was a photographer, how would that, like, if I want to get a model, how does that come about?
what I'm seeing today, and I'm not an OG, so I can't really like say it, but I do know a little bit about the industry. But you know, I've been in fashion and in marketing in general, and you kind of have to coordinate. Like, I mean, you can even see me today, like the watch, like it's you. You have to present yourself in a clean manner, you know, and people will accept that because you're clean. Like, you know, if you got booty shorts on, that's fine. But you know, like if it coordinate with your pedicure, and you know, it's a marketing tool. Like Instagram is marketing, so you putting yourself out there, and people don't understand that sometimes, and they just put out anything. And I ain't gonna lie, in the beginning, I did. Like my first photo shoot was horrible.
What you mean by horrible? What happened? You don't mind me asking.
Okay, well, if you look at my first photo shoot, it was like my toes were not really done, and I probably would not post my white toes because they were horrible.
I don't know. This is like interesting because I know like the fetishes and some people hide the shit.
Yeah, like, some people like they don't mind, like because my soles are just my soles, and you don't see my toes. But you know, my first photo shoot was not the best.
Yeah.
But you do have to market yourself in the Instagram matter, and if you look at people's pictures on Instagram, it's a certain look. You know, you have to be well put together.
And how long you been doing this? You said over a year or just
over a year. So I started January 2020.
Right
actually taking pictures. Yes. So that whole year I kind of, you know, I grew my not subscribers, Lord Jesus, my followers and stuff like that. But yeah.
And what about OnlyFans? Have you gotten to the OnlyFans thing yet, or?
You know what's so funny?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't grow on my OnlyFans. Like I don't have any content. I used to have content when I first started, and then I stopped because I didn't want to be the person that had OnlyFans. And so I grew truly through people that like me. You know, so when you look at my Instagram, that's truly people who are engaged with me. If you look at my comments, I do have people who comment. I comment back. So my OnlyFans never affected me. I can grow my OnlyFans, but my OnlyFans didn't grow me, if you get what I'm saying. Like I didn't start my foot fetish in, you know, industry and then start an OnlyFans. And I grew from there. No, I grew organically without OnlyFans.
Without OnlyFans. So where's your
content? So I don't even have one. You can look me up. I have one, but it's not active.
You know, you gave it to me yesterday and I looked it up and I didn't see.
Right. So all my, you know, my followers or whatever you want to call them, you know, and I appreciate everybody because it's still monetized. I still get money. But, you know, none of that is through OnlyFans.
So how do they buy content from you? Is it like through something else?
I do custom videos. I do, like, if you inbox me, you want to custom, you know, certain specific things. People want me to step on crickets and, you know, or just sit there and look pretty and just scrunch my toes, or they want oily soles, or they want me to smell my feet, or, you know, I do that.
I'm like curious though, like, cause I did an interview. I ain't put it on Instagram yet. I did an interview with a dominatrix.
I do that too, and I do trampoline.
Hold on, time out.
I do everything fetish. Like anything fetish is what I do. So like, it runs the gamut.
So you put on like the latex mask and everything?
When I'm asked to, yeah.
And the trampoline, that's like you just thumping on. Is it true that it's like mostly white people, or do you get like a mixture?
You say, is it mostly?
Yeah, is it mostly like white people, or is it mostly like
more of the trampoline is it? I can't, you know.
You got to think
really one. And not really, because there are a lot of you know, African American Black men that love trampoline too, but they are not open. to that. But, fully out there, yes, white male.
So how I caught on, and I'll just keep it honest with you, it was a model I saw back when I was in high school. I'm gonna go ahead and say her name. It was Lady Storm.
Well, I know of her. I don't know her, but I know of her because she's an OG in the community.
OG.
And she an OG, before we was even on Instagram doing this shit. She was doing this,
MySpace. That's what I found her out.
Yeah.
MySpace, boy. MySpace used to be lit. It was her. It was this one.
Cinnamon Spicy. I always mention the Cinnamon Spicy because I feel like she's an OG too.
She is.
She is an OG.
Yeah, her. It was one.
It's another one.
Shit. It was one
I can't remember.
Caramel Vixen, Miss Atlantic Dreams, and I just seen one. There's actually a couple in Virginia. Because everybody.
That's so weird. I used to live in Virginia for 10 years. I lived in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
I've been all over, like from Baltimore to all the way to Norfolk, Virginia. I left when I left Norfolk, so I went all the way down, basically.
He was in Norfolk. Oh, that's right. You told me yesterday. He was in Norfolk. What part?
I was in Norfolk. I was in Richmond. I was in Newport News. I used to drive trucks. Yeah.
And you was in fashion before you got into the food industry, right?
Yes, I was a visual merchandiser. So, marketing to people.
Go ahead, sip your tea. It might not be no tea in there.
It is juice, actually.
Oh,
well, it's gone.
It's gone.
Almost gone. It's not gone. I don't want my battery to run out. That's
Your battery? You on your phone?
Yeah, I'm on my phone. But I just don't want my battery to run out while I'm on the interview. So
okay. You okay? It's gonna get edited anyway because your camera keep going in and out.
Okay. Yeah, because it's terrible.
It's all good.
No, it's not all good.
No, I'm a chill guy, man. You're my first foot fetish model I've interviewed up here. And that ass.
Really?
Yeah. I go for shock on this shit. People don't realize.
I thought that's what you was doing. Like that was your shit. Like that's what you do.
What?
Like I thought that's what you did. Like you interview, foot models.
No, you're my first one. No, I started this podcast, and this is for anybody that's listening. I started this podcast because when I initially got into comedy, I had a bad show, right? And I mean, it was bad. Like I forgot what I had said. No, I know what I said. I said, follow me on Christian Mingle, but I'm really a Muslim. And I said, Assalamu alaikum after the joke. Did it in front of a church crowd.
And they was upset. I could feel it right now. Yeah.
So I was like, well, shit, I got a network. And I got to get my mic skills back up. I said, that was just a bad show. I never did a bad show before since then. So I've been podcasting for a while. And I had Sydney Starr from Love and Hip Hop. I've had porn stars up here, dominatrix, comedians. I've had my mother up here, family.
You had mama up here.
I had my mom was my first episode.
She better be. She got a blessing.
First episode, and I was telling her I was interviewing you too, because what I do is I run shit past.
You ain't telling you was interviewing me.
Yeah, I did.
What?
Yeah, mama's not judgmental, man. That's what people don't realize. Like, mamas ain't judgmental. You know what I mean?
And my mother, she doesn't. She said, "Look, I don't care what you say. Just you gonna say your feet." I'll be like, "What?" I had to laugh at her because she was not playing. She was like, "Look, if this is what you're gonna do, if that's what you enjoy." I said, it opens opportunities other than feet, though.
Like what? You know what I mean? Like what other
Well,
opportunities?
in general, when you go to somebody's page and they have a certain amount of followers on their Instagram page, you automatically, it don't matter who following them, you automatically will support them, or you will, if you have a business, you'll be like, can you promote my stuff? Because they have a certain amount of, followers or subscribers. So, and it's not about that for me, but I understand like it could be monetized, So
True. And you're a professional at it, because if you would have did some shit for free, but instead somebody paid you for it, once you start making money off of something you would have did for free, you do become a professional.
it's a lot of I have learned it's a lot of women out here that just start pages and think that they can I've heard so much stuff from men that I've done sessions with, and I try to keep my integrity when it comes to sessions, because when you meet somebody in person, it's like, that's special. But people pay like $75 for just pictures, and I'm like, who is charging $75 for a picture? And who is paying?
I don't know.
I just feel like that's wrong. Like, it's gotten to the point where it's like disrespectful. Like, and men don't trust women, and I don't get deposits, and because men think people are like scamming them. It's just, the industry is just, it's tainted.
It is. I've had some friends with some horror stories, and it came back. Yeah, she charged me a deposit of $75 and told me I had to get the hotel room for a session. I get the hotel room for a session. She ain't picking up the phone. She disappeared. Like, she ain't got no number, nothing. You call on Instagram. She active, but she ain't answering. I'm like, God damn.
I didn't heard of people like they get charged, like I said, $75 for a picture and then go on live for free. That's why I don't go on live that often. And when I do go on live, it's real extra.
It is. It is. If you,
it's terrible.
It's definitely charitable. I tell you that much.
Not all of them are terrible, but
No, I'm not saying terrible, but it's like with your lives, you're personable. Like, you actually talk and stuff and tell people what you're doing. I think one time I saw you was at a restaurant eating, and I'm like, she eating, but the next thing you know, you see on the live, man, show your feet, suck your toes. I'm like, damn, she's sitting here trying to eat a platter.
Yeah, and most people, they'd be like, I want to get to know people. Like, most of the followers that I have, they be like, you don't have to show your feet all the time. Like, like, I just want to get to know who you are, because I'm not just my toes. Wait a minute. Ooh, my camera went out. Sorry.
And people don't realize that. Because you're an attractive lady, but I can see what you're saying when you say you wouldn't date nobody that has, I guess, I don't know, maybe it's a client from buying, a picture or a video or something, or doing a session. I can see reason behind it. Go ahead.
Like, I wouldn't mind dating somebody who had a foot fetish, but it's hard to date somebody that knows what I do.
Why you say that?
Would you date somebody that was going to meet men, and for their feet?
There's no penetration involved. Maybe I'm just the only man that's saying this right now, but
yeah, you're the only man saying it right now, because it's a vibe sometimes.
It is, but like, my thing is like this though, like, you knew what you were signing up for before you got into the relationship with somebody, and you know what that person, how this person pays their bills or how makes their money. So why would I even trip? You got to be secure with yourself. So I've dated people not in the foot fetish industry, but in the porn industry.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a joke about it, and it wasn't even true. I was like, look, it's the worst thing you can ever do is date a girl that do porn, because when she come home, you ask her how her day was from work, and she says it was fucking amazing. You don't know how to act. But
yeah, I know somebody, and he loved porn girls, and what's so funny is I'm really attracted to him. But he he enjoyed the porn world. Like I just can't be with it though. I don't know.
But yeah, I'm cool with it. Like that's how
But
you make your money.
I'm sure he wouldn't be okay with me doing what I do because I travel and I go meet men, and most of them are really cool. Like I've never had. That's the one thing I can say about the community is like I never had anybody disrespect me. And I must say, because it could be like I meet people just randomly. I be, and nobody has disrespected me. They always be like, I can give you my ID or whatever, But it's just I've never been disrespected, and I appreciate that from the community.
I appreciate that as well too, because like a lot of people don't realize that though. Like it's a game.
It's very dangerous what we do. It's for girls, because it's not straight up sex. It's it's foot stuff.
So like foot jobs, foot worshiping and stuff like that as well too. Like I know that's a little different. I think I saw one where the girl actually had like a manager, and the manager would actually be in a room with her while she was doing the session.
I've seen that where they I actually looked it up. It's actually like companies that were created to like almost like a brothel for foot models. So it's like foot model brothel. So they charge a price for their services, and they have a range of services that they do, and it's not personable though. My services are personable, like whatever you would like. So I can stomp on you, whereas other people be like, no, don't do that.
Sure. But I think everybody been stomped on, and if a man said they ain't never sucked a toe or looked at a girl's feet before, then I think they lying. I know they lying. I think I've seen some ugly feet that's been so dry and cracked, look like an icy with the flavor sucked out of it.
Not these.
No, not them. No, not those. Not those. And then I've seen some that's been like big, like what, size 12. I've seen some small, seen some fat. I guess it's just all a matter of preference, you know what I mean? But I think a lot of times
I know a lot of men who don't like my size feet. My feet are wide and juicy.
Right.
But they still like feminine and sexy, but they just, they cover the whole, so when I do my foot job, it cover the whole, the whole dick, excuse me.
You can say dick up here.
Dick. It covered the whole dick.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, you can say dick.
I didn't know.
Nah. Is this your first podcast interview or something?
Yes.
I could tell. Mad nervous.
Well, I look nervous.
Yeah.
It's not bad nervous.
Nah, just like nervous, like. But you loosening up right now, so we cool.
Oh yeah, I'm used to talking. I just, I didn't know how professional you keep it.
Have you looked on my page?
No.
Okay. When you get a chance, I want you to look at my page. And you see what I have. I've had a variety of people up here. But it's nothing. Everybody got a story to tell. Everybody has something that they do and they like. And when it comes to the feet thing, I think as a society we put like you shouldn't do this because it's frowned upon.
Yeah, when you have a fetish, it's like people shun you because you have a fetish, and it's like it's not that serious.
Exactly. And I know, I mean, I've seen people out there, man, that's actually paid for sessions and been married, but because their wife won't do it, they still love her. I'm like, I think when the relationship.
I've had people message me. I have women that have messaged me, and be like, "Did you session with my husband?" And honestly, I don't remember your husband.
It'd be like that.
Yeah. I don't remember your husband. So I don't know if I like you gotta really send me some shit and be like, this my husband. I have one guy and I haven't sessioned with him since because I guess she found out that he was sessioning with women.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know who he was.
Why wouldn't she just session with him? That's my thing though.
It's almost like okay. When I really like research what I do, when I do something, I research it, and so I researched the fact that it's like having sex with a woman, but you're not having sex with a woman. So it's almost like in your mind, like, well, the person who's doing it, you're not intimate with the person because you're not inside of the woman, like but you are getting pleasure from this woman. And so as a woman, it don't matter what you do. You interfere. I'm interfering on her territory because I'm pleasing her man in a way that she is uncomfortable pleasing her man. It might seem weird to her because he has a fetish. I don't know. It's weird.
It's a lot. It's a lot behind it. I
didn't know how deep it was. I didn't know it's like I'm not having sex with you, but I'm feeling you. Like it's a weird fetish to me. I mean, when I think about it, but it's okay.
Everybody has a fetish.
No.
I think so. Do you have one? You don't mind me asking?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I think everybody.
I guess my fetish is enjoying what I do. I enjoy what I do.
That's your fetish, is putting a smile on somebody else's face?
Mm-hmm. I'm a giver.
And see, that's my thing too. And I'm sorry, because I don't hate to go back on this. Then why not date?
It's so difficult.
As in like meeting somebody, or them being comfortable with you doing what you're doing, all the above, bad breath hygiene.
Like I was dating when I first started.
Mm-hmm.
I was dating, but and he saw my page grow, but I don't know. I just feel like when I date, I make sure that I date and be exclusive and try to be respectful as possible. So for him, he didn't have a problem. He actually really liked porn stars and stuff like that. Like he into that. But for me, I just don't want to date anybody that I don't want it to be uncomfortable. So I don't want to date.
Okay. Is it because you're in the industry?
That's my personal. I'm not trying to date.
No blame. It's tricky.
I'm single, but I don't want to date.
I don't fault you. I think the dating games. I
don't want nothing that come with dating. Calling me why you ain't and where was you at, and because I travel, so I'm in Atlanta, and I might come home early, I might come home late. I don't need all that. Don't clock my tea. I don't have time for you to clock my tea. Where was you at 2:45? I was traveling, because usually it's really not nothing. It's nothing. Like I've traveled and it's been just extra time. And if you clock my tea, I was traveling. I don't have time for you to be, where was you at and why you ain't come home? And
but that goes back to being insecure about yourself. And in your relationship,
I'm very secure with myself, but that's the person, yes, like you saying, that's the person that's, that's with me.
it is. That's like the person, he just not secure with himself.
And I don't have time for nobody that's insecure. Because I'm secure. I finally gotten there because it was a journey. I ain't gonna lie. It was back in the day. I was not secure, and I was,
back in the day, you probably like 33, 34.
I'm 35.
I was close. I'm 32.
You were very much so close.
Because black don't crack. You can't tell like a black woman's age or a black person's age.
But you can't. If she living wrong.
See, exactly. Is there any advice that you want to give to those that's looking to break into the industry or do any of the things that you're doing? If they want
to, like I said, I didn't grow on OnlyFans, and I grew organically through my people who follow me. Be professional with everything you do. Get an email, treat it like a business, but don't be business where you're not personable. Like people can't talk to you, because I've learned that in this industry that people are just all about the money. Like, talk to people, because usually a lot of the men that I service, they just want a friend. They want somebody to hang out with. They want somebody to, give me a foot job and talk to me. Like, just chill with me. I usually go on more dates now that's paid, and that's not what I'm going for. But, be personable, but also be businesslike. That's what I can say. And like I said, match up your photos with your, what you got on. Like, my whole outfit kind of match, and I'm just on this little interview. Think about shit. Like, don't just post everything. Think about what you post.
That's true. But this isn't just a little interview.
It's marketing. Everything that you do on Instagram is marketing, and you have to think about it like that. And that's where I came from in my business. Visual marketing was my business. So
really,
I used to do Macy's. If you ever been to 37th Street in New York, 7th Avenue, which is Fashion Street, and 37th that's all Macy's. But yeah, I used to do windows, like window decor, visual marketing.
I just heard your Baltimore accent come out.
I know, right?
I was waiting for it.
It's not strong, but I have it. Yeah,
I heard Avenue. Avenue 2.
Yeah, it's not strong, but it's there.
That shit crazy. I did a show in Baltimore, and they said hot dude, and I was like,
Baltimore. They be like, Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I did a show back in.
Somebody told me, they was like, you don't have no accent. A little bit.
I'm really
Baltimore.
Make sure you guys hit the link in my bio to listen to this podcast. No ID streams on every platform out there. You can see us on Amazon, Google, Apple, Spotify, Discover Black Pods. You can follow me at RoamFunny_89. You can follow the podcast at No ID Podcast. That's on Instagram. On Twitter, RoamFunny_89 as well too. Make sure that you support this young lady, what she's doing right now. Please be respectful in the DMs. See what she's doing for you. This is a free glimpse of what she is doing. But be respectful to those, and don't be afraid to let it out, no matter what fetish it is. Just be respectful to these women out here that's doing it, because they don't have to do it for you. They can just say, fuck it, and keep it about your day. And to those models out there, please have some integrity when you do it. $75. I wish I would.
Yeah, cover up. Oh, God.
All right. Thank you so much for this interview.
Of course.